We're almost at the breaking point, people! Hey everyone, Mark our Gamer Dude here reviewing Sonic IDW issue 73. We're almost there, guys. We're almost at a tipping point where everything comes to a close, finally. Speaking of finally, the story starts off with Jewel finally coming to speak to Clutch about what's been going on, stating that while she's busy, she isn't blind, and wants to cut ties with him. So she wants security to escort him out of there. But Clutch is in charge, so she can't win here. So she turns to tell Tango and Whisper about Clutch taking over. Side note, remember, they don't know about Clutch like Amy does. But regardless, they try to figure out how to stop him. Tango then tells Jewel about the Phantom Rider being Sonic, which to her made sense, and wants Tango and Whisper to make contact with him. Back at the event, Knight is talking about how this is the final event, but not without clearly being forced to talk about how Clean Sweep is making sure to take care of the Phantom Rider. With that, the event is about to begin. We see Tango and Whisper thinking about how to tell Lanolin, and also Duo, about the Phantom Rider being Sonic. Whisper tells her that she will deal with that, while Tango should focus on Sonic. The Roads are once again bantering about coming in contact with Sonic, to get answers. The event starts, and right on cue, the Phantom Rider comes in. Jet immediately gets to it, but Surge is right on Sonic, literally going for the guy. Suddenly, the Diamond Cutters surround him, and Lanolin is using her Whispin, but then Kid cuts her off by setting Surge onto the Phantom Rider's board. Lanolin is about to use her weapon again, but is stopped by Tangle, telling her that she'll hit Sonic Tangle. Whisper said to wait! Ugh. Anyway, the Roads are then seen charging to the Phantom Rider, but once again, Kit uses his water tails to block and grab the other riders. Tangle, not liking this, grabs Surge with her tail, but of course, Surge uses her powers to electrocute her. Honestly, Tangle, you should have seen that coming. The Phantom Rider then tells Surge that her fight is with him, and with that, they charge towards each other. After a clash, everything looks okay, but then Surge, who is very wiped with her hair down and stuff, shows that she actually went to grab Sonic's gear to disguise him, and with it gone, his suit dematerializes, and he is exposed to everyone in the crowd. Called it! Knew it! I knew it would happen like that! Sonic asks Surge what her game is here, but Surge says, no game, just following orders. And she goes and exclaims to everyone watching that she destroyed the Phantom Rider just like Clutch asked. Oh, and Clutch is not happy. Oh, so this was Kit's plan. Oh, smart dude. Back on the ship, we see Amy's group still running from the rough and tumble. They hide as best as they can when a figure appears, telling the villain duo to go and look for them elsewhere. And it's revealed to be Dawn. Called it again, I knew they'd meet up with them. Dawn explains to them about how he's a friend of the Chaotix and believes that they are locked up on the ship somewhere. Belle deduces that if they are locked up on the ship, she'd know where. All down in the main engine room. Oh no. I just realized this is the area where Clutch will set the ship to explode. Oh boy, it made sense. Main engine room, oh no. They come across a door in the main engine room that is suspiciously locked. Tails is about to unlock it using his mouse electric thing, but Belle literally unlocks it so easily because, remember, she was there, so. Oh my god, this face. And I would make this face if I was her. I would make this face too. Once unlocked, they find the Chaotix asleep in the cage. Bam! I called it again! I knew they would be locked up on the ship. Ah, disbelievers, I told you so. After debriefing their situation, Vector says that he has a flash drive about all of how dirty Clean Sweep really is. Once he gets out there, they're finished. Tails and Belle unlock the cage and let the Chaotix out. But of course, things don't end well, as Ruff, Tumble, some of the security, and Clutch himself arrive. Clutch doesn't want them to leave, obviously, with that evidence, even saying of how things are bad out there. But he says If you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. And that's where this issue ends. Oof, okay. A lot happened in this issue, and we're not even at the point of the big things happening. Okay, so as always, time to break it down. Let's start with Surge and Kit, because last issue, we were left wondering about what was Kit's plan to get back a Clutch. At first, I thought they were going to attack him secretly or something, but now we know Kit's plan was to expose the writer in front of everyone, while at the same time state that Clutch was the one who gave the order. They may have not said it by name, but the message of who gave the order was clear. Doing this doesn't necessarily ruin their hero image, kinda. It ruins more so Clutch's image. Payback. This whole thing doesn't show that they were working for Clutch to do bad things. This just shows that they were given an order to attack the Phantom Rider. Nothing in great detail. At least not yet, because eventually everyone will find out, obviously. But regardless, I know people are going to have questions for them. Especially Sonic, the fans, and the Diamond Cutters. Oh boy, okay, guys. We didn't see Lanolin's reaction to this revelation, but ooh, I can imagine in the next issue she will not be pleased and demand answers, especially since Tango goofed and told Lanolin it was Sonic ahead of the reveal. She's gonna be even more mad at Tango and Whisper for knowing about this and not telling her. Oh, things are gonna spiral for the Diamond Cutter team. Speaking of, I wonder if Kit's plan also extends with Duo Mimic, cause the reveal of him is gonna happen either in 74 or 75. Now, back to the other people at play. The Rhodes didn't do much in this issue aside from trying to catch Sonic again. And then with Jewel, I'm glad she's finally catching on. We did see her get suspicious in one of the earlier issues, so this was coming eventually. She may not know everything about Clutch, but she knows he's dirty. And with our big group, once again, I knew the Chaotics were on the ship locked up. It looks like they got a lot of info on Clean Sweep, so if they have it on a flash drive, of course. Clutch is so done for. Speaking of, he's close to the deep end. We're in the main engine room, and issue 75 says that he's gonna set the ship to explode on a collision course to Central City. So, going by all of this, if we can predict what happens in issue 74, okay, so Sonic's obviously gonna have to explain himself, then possibly demand answers from Surge and Kit. Tango and Whisper ask for answers from Sonic. Lanolin asks for answers. So do the Rhodes, and then Surge and Kit, and it's gonna maybe have for them either continue to expose Clutch or expose Duo Mimic. I hope it's that. Regardless about that though, it's gonna happen either in 74 or 75. It's gonna happen regardless though, so yay. And then at the end, while maybe a fight is happening in the main engine room, that's when Clutch will set the engine to explode and the ship is going down. Since issue 75 is going to be a double-sized issue like with issue 50, you have to wonder how it will go down, but it's way too soon to tell. Because, I mean, the ship is ginormous. Regardless if they stop it from falling into the city, it's gonna have to crash land somewhere else. Issue 74 is the pre-finale, and I cannot wait to see what happens. Unfortunately, it got delayed from October 16th to the 30th. Day before Halloween. Kind of fitting, since, it's a bit scary thing gonna happen and then before a scary holiday. But it still kind of sucks because the Sonic IDW Annual 2024 comes out on the 9th, which was a week before the 16th. So we would have had both issues at 1 week after the other. Aw, man, make us wait that long. Speaking of the annual, we saw preview pages, and I have questions, cause one story in the annual involves Surge and Kit doing hero stuff, and apparently there's gonna be one about Mimic? So when does this take place? I gotta know. Man, what else can... Wait a minute. Issue 76 info? Already? Ian Flynn is back? New arc? Mimic and Clutch escape? What? Oh, I got work to do. Stay tuned.